Coming in hot, Chinchy, on a Monday. What's up, brother?
It's a Monday, dude. You got a little Taylor Swift action going today.
Well, dude, I put this on. Last night I was watching the Grammys, and my daughter Carly's like, "Dad, let's watch the Grammys together. Taylor Swift's gonna maybe announce her new album." She was putting out like clues or something everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I lock it in. Then she wins that outing. I mean, she wins the award for,
Yeah.
was it best album or whatever,
Oh,
something like
she
that.
won a bunch of them. It's just freaking
Yeah, and then she was like, "I'm coming out with a new album April 17th or 19th or
whatever it
something."
is.
My daughters were so fired up.
People went bananas over that.
So I put this on. This is the shirt I wore with my daughter Jillian when I went and saw her. It's me.
Me?
I'm the dad. It's me at tea time. I don't know if I want to wait for you.
Apparently, online people are giving Taylor crap for not hugging Celine Dion or something when she gave her.
Are you serious?
Just
Stop
heard
it.
that this morning.
Hey, Celine Dion was big when we were like 20, 30 years ago. We were 25 years ago, right?
Yeah,
Taylor Swift is big now.
dude, she runs the world, man.
Dude, if she what's
Unbelievable.
she's scrutinized for everything, dude. And like
Mhm.
that's one of those things, bro. You're a prisoner of your own fame. It's like
Yeah,
Michael Jordan, prisoner of your own fame. Elvis Presley, no wonder he was a wreck, prisoner of his own fame. Can't go anywhere. You know?
it's true.
Michael Jordan, I've witnessed it. David Ortiz, prisoner of his own fame. Ken Griffey Jr., prisoner of his own fame. Like,
Yeah,
these people can't go anywhere. It's like, what a joke. Aaron Judge, last
I
year with the Yankees, dude. I would be like, Judgy, what'd you do yesterday? Sat in my room.
can't leave the house. Can't
And
leave
I
it.
was like, when you go out, is it mayhem? He's like, yeah, it's crazy. And Judgy's 6'7", 6'8". So
Yeah,
like
you
that's
can't
even
miss him.
crazier.
So it's Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
She's tall.
Dude, did you she is, dude, and I told you, I met her that one time. She is so nice. So every time I see her, I'm like, I root for her because she's so
Yeah.
stinking nice. Did you hear the story Christian McCaffrey said the other day on when he was in New York? Because they were talking about, people recognize him. He goes, bro, he goes, no one recognizes me. He goes, I just fit in. Like, he's not that big of a dude, wears a hat, looks kind of
Right.
normal. But he says one day he was coming out of he was in New York for some reason. He was coming out of like wherever he was, an agency or whatever. And he's on the side of the street in New York. And they were talking about, he says one guy recognized him.
Yeah.
He's like, this limo starts pulling by and the window goes down. And he's like, some dude out the window is yelling, C-Mac, C-Mac, you're my man, C-Mac, you are the man, you are the man. It's freaking Travis Kelce.
Oh,
And he's on his way to SNL because he's doing SNL.
that's hysterical.
He said Kelce, he had never met Kelce either.
Oh, that is really funny.
Kelce's just rolling by going, C-Mac, C-Mac. Oh, dude, I thought it was great, dude. So cool.
Great.
Speaking of football, bro, did you watch the Pro Bowl yesterday?
I gotta say, I watched
Dude,
it. I had a good time watching it. It
me
was,
too, bro.
dude,
That's
I couldn't turn it off. When they would go to the breaks and do the skill competitions after each quarter, like
they
I
nailed it.
actually
They're nailing it.
I think it's great. Dude,
I think
2028, uh, it's quite possible or probable now that they're gonna add flag football to the Olympics, and all the guys have already said they'll play. Like Tyreek Hill wants to play in it. Like, for he play for the Olympics, and you can play
you,
football in the Olympics. Granted, it's not tackle, but I'll tell you what, that game, the way they play that game, Ray Lewis was one of the coaches. He was losing his mind on the sidelines when they wouldn't make a play or when he got a bad call against them. It was intense. The end of the game was intense. It's
it
fun.
was. Oh, dude, I thought it was great, dude. And you know what I loved? First off, they pay the players, which I think is cool for the winners. That's good. It's an incentive for those
Sure.
guys to show up. The second thing, you had to love the fun those guys were having with each other.
Yes.
And the other thing is, the third thing is we get to see those guys with their helmets off.
That's a great
We
point.
get to see them smiling, having a
Great
good
point.
time.
Yeah.
It looked like they were playing backyard football.
Dude, it was really entertaining. And you could tell like they, as this game goes on, they took it more and more and more seriously. And the other thing is you could tell the D-backs didn't want to get beat by the wide receivers. So like
Oh, yeah.
Scott Gardner's like D'ing dudes up. And then what was the other thing I thought that was really cool was dude, I loved how like seeing them run those plays where they're like ladder the ball all over the field. It was really cool, dude. And like CJ Stroud comes in there and throws a sidearm underhand like 60-yarder.
Yeah.
It was legit. It was a legit watch. It's funny you brought that up. I was thinking,
Yeah. No, I was really fun. Dude, this is how you know it was good and was smart. My daughters were watching it.
oh yeah, there you go.
They're like, Dad, what is this? I'm like, well, it's a new thing they're doing with the Pro Bowl. It's like more like the Pro Bowl games.
Right.
They're like, this is cool. When they're pulling, remember they were pulling the like
Yeah,
the
the
sled.
sled. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And Kelsey's
Pushing
back
the
there.
stuff.
Yeah, and
I
then
thought it was great.
uh,
It's genius, dude. Tony Batiti, you thought would have put that together. You know
I
what I
know,
mean?
right? It's like,
What could they do for baseball?
dude, they won't do it, and it's all your boy Barry Larkin's fault. Do you know
What
that?
happened?
Remember back in the day, dude? This was before you made it to the big leagues. They used to have a skill competition. Uh, they had a bunting competition, where they would take the two lines, and going up the foul line, it would be like 10 points, 20 points, 30 points, 40,
Oh,
almost like
yeah.
they had an accuracy hitting competition, dude. There's a video of this. I remember I pulled it up for like a final strike one day on MLB Network, dude. It was a hitting competition. Wade Boggs is in it, and they had targets all over the infield and the outfield, and they were taking BP trying to hit the bullseyes of the targets, like the way the quarterback
Dude,
was
yeah,
doing it.
that's so cool.
Now they also had a throwing competition, a relay competition. So it would be an outfielder and a middle infielder and home plate, and almost like the Tom Amansky thing with the bucket.
Right.
You remember where they throw it into the bucket? Same concept. Barry Larkin like blew out his shoulder competing in it, and he was like an up and coming star, and they just nixed the entire thing
Oh,
when
come
Barry got
on.
hurt.
Come
True
on,
story.
Mark. Clean it up.
He didn't stretch before the
No
competition.
way. Yeah,
Dude,
dude. Are you
true
serious?
story.
That's a
Yeah. I'll send you the video when we get off, or people can Google it,
yeah.
but it's
Well,
pretty
dude,
cool.
those guys were getting after it yesterday in Pro Bowl. And I was thinking they're in such good shape that they're
Yeah.
not going to blow out a hammy or something, you know?
No, I was thinking that too, especially like the receivers when they were like trying to catch up to a pass, and they
Oh,
weren't fully stretched out all day. They must have
yeah.
stretched at some point, but like I saw what's his name, DK Metcalf. Like there was one outstretched. I saw him like towards the end of a run, like put it in that other gear. And I'm like, oh
Right.
my God, imagine he pulls up like here, a quad or a hammy, that'd be bad. But hey,
Well,
it
CD
worked out.
Lamb scored that first touchdown and caught it and then did a
Dude,
flip. And I'm like,
yes, that's
what if he blows out a shoulder flipping?
terrible. Um, it was good though. But wait, I had another point to that. Yeah, that's my only point. Anyway, good job in the NFC winning. NFC won.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Eli.
good.
Eli had his daughter out there too as
That
a
was fun. Yeah.
assistant
Yeah.
coach. Really cute.
Peyton and Ray Lewis were so serious they wanted to kill
Dude,
somebody.
so serious. Somebody actually put a stat up. Eli Manning has now beaten Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl, and he's beaten his brother twice in the Pro Bowl. He's
I
beaten
love it.
Peyton and Brady. Baseball wise, dude, not too much going on other than the Kershaw thing still sitting there. I looked it up today. Apparently, he's just going to wait towards like the beginning of the season, and I guess maybe he's going to come back. He's not. He's going to probably be kind of slow going into the first part of the year, so he might not even like start his quote unquote spring training until like opening day
Yeah.
for whichever team he goes to. And they keep saying it's between the Dodgers and the Rangers. And apparently, if he goes to the Rangers, he can live at his house that he lives in
Dude,
the whole time.
wouldn't you like to see 1 year of Clayton Kershaw somewhere else? I kept thinking to myself, Dodgers, Dodgers, Dodgers. But now that I'm thinking about it, for him to live at home, the Rangers are an unbelievable
Yeah,
team, just won the World Series. Bruce
right.
Bochy's your manager.
It's
Just
a good
it'd
point,
be
man.
fun.
It's a good point. I was listening
It'd be
to
fun.
somebody who just signed with Arizona talking about, well, I signed here. He's like, because I can, he's like, I want, everybody says how cool it is. You can do spring training
And live
and a
at
whole
home.
season and not have to go anywhere for the
Yeah.
whole year if you play for
Yeah.
the D-backs, which
Yeah,
has got to be pretty
that's
cool,
cool.
right?
That's cool. Yeah, that's
Like
really
spring
cool.
training's a little rough, right? That's when you're really leaving your family for the first time, right? And or, unless they're coming right with you the first day, but that's got to be a little bit of a trauma because
Yeah,
you're going to
you
your
usually
home stadium. You're going to
yeah.
Florida or another town.
Spring training is too long, dude. I mean, spring training was made for like Mickey Mantle and those guys that were like, when Ken Griffey Sr. was telling me he was making more money in the steel mills of Denora, PA, than he was during the season. Like that was spring training was for those guys that are working. And then they come in 6 to 7 weeks getting in shape and getting, their bodies in shape. Now, dude, guys are working out. Are you kidding me?
Right.
With personal trainers, six,
Right.
7 different trainers, nutritionists, yoga instructors, Pilates instructors, freaking running sprints, all this stuff. Day one of spring training, Chinch.
Mm.
They're as physically fit as you possibly could be.
Right.
You just need to see 2 to 3 weeks of pitching, and let's go.
I like that.
Spring training is 3 to 4 weeks too long.
You know what else? I always, when we worked with Joe Girardi, one of the things he used to pump really, really hard, and I always thought this was a great idea. Teams expand their rosters at the end of the season. Girardi always said, keep your expanded roster through the beginning of the season. You'd rather have a bigger roster in the first like month or so than in September, when maybe even you're out of it, like how that works. So
right. When you need guys,
Yeah.
right out the gates. Guys aren't maybe fully ready, but like.
Right. Well, how long do you think spring training? How long do you really need for spring training?
3 weeks, dude.
3 weeks.
I think that you need it because of the pitchers. You're
Mhm.
really kind of bringing these guys along, and the guy's getting 1 outing, and then he's getting 2, and
Yeah.
so maybe 4 weeks max, not 6, 7 weeks.
Yeah, and also, by the way, if you're having a position battle, that can last a few weeks into the season, can it? Like, why not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we don't know which one of these guys is going to be our starting third baseman. Well, go into the season, and if you have to take 10 games to figure it out after that, then what's a big deal? I don't know.
I also think the spring training battles too. Like, you know what the guy is. You don't need spring
Mhm.
training to tell you. You know what I mean?
Good
I
point.
think
No,
you
I
already
agree with
know.
that. I agree with that. I agree with that. Well, you know better than me. You were a coach. I'm not a coach.
Yeah, well,
Um,
those are my 2 cents.
those are good 2 cents. Oh, by the way, back to the Grammys real quick. Did you see Billy Joel's performance, dude?
No, dude. I knew he had a new song out, but
Dude, first song that he has released that wasn't like a re-release or anything. The first song he has written and put out there in 30 years, dude. 30 years. And I swear you got to go listen to it. It sounds like he wrote it 45 years ago, and it's just stuck in like all of those amazing
really,
that he has. It's that good. It's
I
really, really good.
I can't wait. Do you know what the song's called? I'll Spotify it.
I forgot. Just right.
Remember when that song "We Didn't Start the Fire" came out? We didn't start the fire.
Everybody wants him to redo it. He says it would be too hard to
Oh,
redo.
because it could put a new thing in,
Yeah,
new stuff in.
Yeah, new stuff. Some band did it, and I think he like was like, "Wow, that was really cool what they did." Some band did it, like a rock band did a fast version this year. I'm not
They
sure.
did.
But you've never seen Billy Joel in concert?
Never, dude. I need to
What?
think. I know.
He's finishing his residency. He's sold out Madison Square Garden 150 times.
What do you mean he's finishing? He's not going to do it anymore?
I mean, he's going to slow it down. I think this is going to be his last year doing the Garden residency. It's getting
All right.
older, man.
All right, let's go,
Dude.
dude. I want to go with you and Jess.
All right, I got secret.
Let me
I
know
got
when.
secret.
Give me a date.
I have a secret location for the best tickets to a Billy Joel concert that I will not reveal on the show.
Don't reveal on the show.
No,
There won't be
we
secret
don't
anymore.
we don't tell anybody, but we have a secret of the best spot to watch a Billy Joel concert in. And I'll tell you off the record, but not. Jesse literally was like, "Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody."
Like I won't.
No, I won't. And I don't.
Except everybody on the show.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see our boy Pete Corielli with JJ and
The
TJ
Watt
Watt?
brothers. Dude,
Yeah.
Jess was looking at that the other day, and she goes, "How big are those guys?" I'm like, they're 2 trees, like 2 forest trees. That's how big the Watt.
Dude, Corielli looked like a bobblehead. He was so little. Did you see JJ Watt's hand on him? It was like covering his back.
Yes. Those guys are monsters. They are so big. If Sean Casey's saying those guys are very big, they're huge.
They're so big. And dude, look how you think TJ Watt's a monster? JJ makes TJ look little.
It's crazy.
Didn't TJ Watt look little in that picture?
Yes.
Corielli looked like you.
He did. It's
I'm
so
like, Corielli looks like a 11-year-old.
I actually said, I go, this is what you and I look like when we went to the Pete show with Casey. That's what I said that to her. And she's, holy cow. She's like, he's bigger than that, right? I'm like, Pete is a lot bigger than he looks in that picture. He's tall,
So
pretty tall.
So big.
Those guys are monsters, dude.
Monsters.
That's got to be, you talk about an off season. Football players off seasons seem really cool.
Oh, yeah.
They seem like, I mean, they're beat up, so I'm assuming they don't do anything for the first like month after an NFL.
Their bodies are like in car accidents, you know.
Yeah, that's true. They're probably rehabbing, and then they just go to the Bahamas for like a month straight, which I got to do soon. I haven't been to like one of those resort places in years, maybe since my honeymoon. Seriously,
I know. I don't really go to those either.
I know.
I've been to a couple, but nothing crazy.
I only say that because I saw one of my friends like they're in Turks and Caicos, and they were like posting pictures, and I was like, oh man, I miss Turks and Caicos. But then at the same time, I don't feel like going anywhere.
I know, dude.
It's a motivation.
You know where my vacation is? Right here, home.
Yeah. It's like, enough's enough. All right, you got big plans today, this week? What do you got? You gonna get those?
No, the time. I got got the girls this week. I always look forward to just having the girls home. And
well, you better pre-order that Taylor Swift album somehow.
I know. I'm gonna get it somehow, some way. I will.
Unbelievable, this woman. She's on fire. She's on
I'm
fire.
gonna walk into Billy Joel right hang out.
Dude, you gotta go listen to the song. It's beautiful. It's a very sweet song. Nice. All right, bro.
All right, man. Love you, brother.
Love you, dude.
Everybody out there, thanks for listening. Subscribe, download. But we appreciate you guys coming along with us. See you tomorrow. See you, brother.